I'm Renee Sims, and I am an author and a coach who is dedicated to helping women who've discovered their significant other's secret compulsive porn use. And I participated in a panel for a summit today, and the topic that we were discussing is courage. And I wanted to share a message about courage today with you as well. Um, we talked about everyday courage, and in my mind, everyday courage is showing up. It's very difficult for partners to continue on with their day to day, keeping the routine, taking care of the mundane tasks that need to get done while dealing with the emotions and the betrayal that they've experienced. And so it does take a lot of courage to just show up. It also takes a lot of courage to be grounded in who you are. I know the pornography really creates this sense that you're not enough, or that you need to do something different, or you should be someone different, or you should look different. And that's not true. You are perfectly fine just the way that you are. And when you can get grounded in who you are and stand up for yourself and accept yourself 100% exactly as you are, that's courage. And it takes courage to live in alignment with your true self. So taking those actions that support you, that support your needs, that keep you going and that keep you moving in the direction of healing from this discovery and this betrayal that you've experienced, all takes courage. It takes a lot of courage to face the challenges that any partner has to face. And one of the other things that we talked about a little bit too was shame. And for partners, shame shows up in a lot of ways. First and foremost, it's a little bit shaming to know that this was happening in your relationship, that your significant other was seeking out and using pornography for hours on end, and you had no idea. And so there's some shame that comes with that, thinking that you should have known, you should have been aware that this was happening. How could you not have known? So there's some shame in that. There's also shame again around thinking that maybe you weren't good enough, maybe you're not thin enough, maybe you're not pretty enough. All of those things that really can create a feeling of shame about who you are, and in thinking that you're not good enough. And there's also shame that can come from other people, whether it's the words that they say or just the thought of what are they going to think when they find out. And I don't think people mean to be cruel in this type of situation, but sometimes their words hurt and make it feel like this is your fault, which again can create a little bit of a sense of shame. But I want you to know that it takes a lot of courage to be where you are today. It takes courage to have gone through the discovery. It takes courage to want to know the truth, to really want to understand what has been happening in your relationship, and use that to make a decision about the relationship for the future. It also takes courage to not make this about you. I know it can feel very personal. I've been there. I know that feeling, but this is not about you. And it takes a lot of courage to get to a place where you can separate yourself and you can say, this is not about me. This is about him. This is something that he did. This was a choice that he made. And stand in that courage to let him own his problems and you take care of yourself. And finally, it takes courage to seek help. This is a touchy subject. It's not something that we, broadcast and talk about with all of our friends and families at gatherings. And so seeking help can seem like a daunting task. And that's one of the reasons that I write the resources and record the resources that I do, is because I want partners to be able to find information and to feel supported and to know that you're not alone. There are many of us that have gone through this, and it does take help to get to a place of healing and moving beyond where you are today. And that is a courageous act. And so I would encourage you, if you are in need of resources, I do blog at www.dynamicdeliberateDame.com. You can find information there. I have a couple of books on Amazon as well. And I would encourage you to, again, seek that information, seek that help, and take a moment, close your eyes, and just know that you are courageous and that you have what it takes to heal and to get back to the true you and make sure that you are living your best life.